very powerful individuals that have traveled from many countries in the diaspora to participate in the ongoing voter registration exercise for the specific objective of ensuring His Excellency George Manuel Weah's first round presidential victory in October this year. I believe the urgency, the partage in this process, which provided sacrificial basis for most of them leaving their very busy schedules, in some cases their jobs and other domestic responsibilities. The urgency of that decision on the part of our citizens, our partisans from across the world, is driven by an understanding of the kairos, of the necessity of the election prospects of Dr. George Manuel Weah. We'd like you all to kind of give a round of applause to all the members of the diaspora from the United States, from Canada, Australia, from China, from Europe, from the UK. We give them a big round of applause, please. We want to say thank you for coming. We acknowledge, of course, the presence of the Secretary General of CDCians. Please rise. Give you a big round of applause. He is a man of robust revolutionary militancy, whose history is well preserved from Liberia all the way to the United States of America. So we say thank you as you represent your people here. We'll fight together, shoulder to shoulder, as comrades in arms. We respect your role in the struggle and the roles of all CDCians in the diaspora, many of whom are recognized under this very sacrament tree a few months or a few weeks ago. So one more time, give it up for the SU USA. Thank you. So there are many I can call all by name. Mr. Koji is there also, Confident D, and all the other members of the party from the diaspora. Thank you, hats off to all of you. We are proud of your presence, of your sacrifices, and the sacrifices you now make, which compounds more than 18 years of service to the party, will not be forgotten. Many things happened before in the past. We are moving forward. Thank God for the unity and the resilience of all fighting forces under this mighty mantra. As we move into the future, I gave you the assurances of the president in this party. You will not be forgotten in 2024. I promise you that. You will not be forgotten. I promise you that. You will reign together and we will govern together. No soldier will be left behind this time. No soldier. We will move as a unit in governance. Just as we do now in this voter registration exercise. So thanks to everybody. And I'd like to appreciate every CDCian for the relentless approach that accompanied this registration process. You continue to show resilience. Almost every line that is jam-packed during this exercise constitutes, in my objective appraisal, at least 60% CDCians that are eager to see the president get re-elected. We know our people, we know the sign, we know their behavior, they are peaceful, resilient, committed, and unrelenting. We must continue to show interest in the registration process. We must not slow down now. We have few more days to the closure of the first phase of the voter registration exercise. And that closure takes effect on the 9th. That's Sunday, right? Yes. So the process commences on Sunday. The party is hereby declaring the next 3 days as Coalition Registration Day. Coalition Registration Day. All citizens that are not registered, you need to take advantage of the next 3 days to kill the lines, jam the lines peacefully, and ensure you are registered to vote. This registration process is important. I talk about understanding the kairos, which means the time of the fulfillment of a critical development objective in our country. You will not sustain development if you cannot be a voter. You will not be a voter if you are not registered to vote. We made it a revolutionary mandate for every CDCian man and woman to ensure registration is prioritized. Many things moving forward will be adjudged by your acquisition of voter registration card. Simply put, if you don't have your card, there could be some problems into the future, especially as a leader. Leaders of the party who will not display cards when required could be subjected to some internal measure that may not be prudent for any of us. I did get registered on day 1. And we've mandated that every party member, every sympathizer, every supporter of the president's re-election agenda of the mighty coalition of democratic change, of the entire tripartite political structure, needs to be registered. We have a zero tolerance approach to failure on the part of any partisan to be a registered voter. It is a constitutional responsibility, it is a civil responsibility that has to be fulfilled on the part of any citizen. So please be cognizant of that mandate. Unless you are a registered voter, you are politically irrelevant to the democratic process. Turning out 1 million members, 1 million citizens at a rally is important, but will do nothing or will do little to contribute to the legitimacy of the president's re-election reality. We are determined to win these elections in the first round. It is an achievable objective. It is an easily achievable objective. Because we are blessedly running and opposed by a fragmented and disunited opposition that has no strength. They are fragmented, they are disintegrated, they are leaderless, and they like the world weather to do any significant damage against this party. Those that will cause damage to our collective advance are the ones that will not be registered. We must guard against that. CDCians must of necessity be registered. Your loyalty is subject to doubt if you are not a card-bearing voter of our democracy. So being or getting registered is something one known. Our definition of your electoral situation as a party member. To be properly situated as a party member, respected and considered, duly considered, is to be a registered voter. The membership is a function of the card you carry. I keep stressing because I want you to register. Any sedition that is not registered, I don't know how you will refer yourself as a sedition. You cannot be calling yourself a sedition when you can't even fulfill a fundamental civil responsibility. And it's the simplest thing to do. Nobody beating you, no one denying you. As a matter of fact, we use this time to send this caveat. We heard of some places that Liberian citizens were being denied. Sure. The Elections Commission has to take every legitimate measure to ensure every Liberian citizen that turned out to vote, to register, is given the right to register. People must not be turned away because of their tribe, or because of their religion, or because of their status or lack of statuses. People must not, I will emphasize this, no one should be turned away from a registration center because of his or her assets. Assets must not be the basis of adjudicating who is a qualified or eligible participant of our democratic process. Now because someone speaks Mandingo, and because they don't speak English fluently, so you say they cannot vote because they are not Liberian citizens. There are Liberian citizens who do not speak English. My own mother, may also rest in peace, never spoke English until she died. So will you say she was not a Liberian citizen? Of course not. So not because someone speaks Fula, so you might judge them as a non-Liberian citizen because they speak Fula. If these things are happening, they should be stopped. Because these are Liberian citizens that should be protected. And their right to be a registered decision maker through voting must not be taken away from them. The CDC sends this message to the Elections Commission and its workers on the field to make it easier for our brothers and sisters that desire to be registered to do so. Don't turn away because someone is speaking in an accent that is not understandable to you. We thought it was important to send this message out. Moving forward, we'd like you to know, CDCians, that we are fully acknowledging your sacrifices in these processes. We are quite aware of the challenges that confronted members of this great party a few years back. These challenges will not survive moving into the next year, when His Excellency George Minor Weah is democratically announced as president for a second term. So you need to do everything and take ownership of this process. Go to the trenches, go to the huts and houses, go to the churches and mosques. Ensure you convince our brothers and sisters to turn out and peacefully register in order to be eligible to participate in October. CDC is Liberia's strongest political infrastructure. No party comes close. No party. And we are proud of the party called CDC. Our greatest motivation comes from the resilience and commitments of the die-hard men and women of the revolutionary mighty coalition of democratic change. That's where we draw our greatest inspiration, the sacrifices and the resolve that you demonstrate every day. Every good road that you are praising today, every good street that is lighted by this president of ours, this great president of ours, every good marketplace, every decent hospital constructed by his hands, the existence of macroeconomic stability, tuition-free learning environment, wise-free exams, every good thing that has provided the basis for the president's first round re-election, every good thing that exists today is on the ballot. These things exist on the ballot. I'm convinced, beyond doubt, that His Excellency George Weah, Liberia's only distinctive bad road medicine, the father of Liberia's macroeconomic stability, George Weah, I'm convinced he will win these elections in the first round. I'm convinced of that. I'm convinced. It's not about whether he will win. The debate has shifted from his winning capacity. The debate is whether that winning capacity will be demonstrated in the first or second round. In regards to who will win is clear. Even the opposition knows that they must begin to prepare for 2029. You know that? Wait, I was so far off. Let's debate the present. We are determined to ensure that mammoth and gigantic political victory will take place in the first round. Reason being, he has created a basis for a change that you can see. He has created the basis for a change that is visible to the eyes, a change that you can see. His is not utopian change. This is demonstrably the existence of realistic change that you can see and you can touch. He has impacted lives. He has impacted communities. For the first time, I see Liberian children having place to play. After 175 years of our existence, we just built public playgrounds under this president. The children have nowhere to play. It's a change that you can see. It was envisaged, it has been birthed. It is seeable. It's touchable. It's practical. It's realistic. It's pragmatic. It exists. That will be the essence of the re-election victory. So if you can see and feel the change, it means first-time voters our brothers and sisters in the trenches, men and women in the church, in the mosque, in the communities, in the countries, if you can see this change that we are talking about, it means that change has to be continued and built upon. In 2016-17, we campaigned on the mantra of change for hope. We've come this far with the support of the Liberian people. We've established the foundations of that change for hope. It is not practical. We are now building on the foundation of that change. Change has come. The second year of the second term is required of the presidency to construct upon existing change. In the first phase, we were laying the foundations of that change. In 5-6 years, in the second phase, we are building upon that foundation of change. Change is here. We will protect the change and will sustain the change democratically. So that change is real. It means that the standard bearer of change is President Weah. And that standard bearer must be supported to re-election as a basis of accentuating that change. Are we together here? Yeah. It is so important for this country to be transformed before your eyes. It means every voter, especially voters and supporters of the president's agenda, must consider his or her voting card as gold. Your voting card is more valuable to you than gold. Because the change that we are experiencing is on that card. We are hearing that members of the defeated and losing opposition have reverted to certain strategies of buying voters' registration cards for the only purpose of destroying them. They realize they cannot stop you because you are the voters that are coming through a wave. You are the avalanche of voters that cannot be stopped. So they can't stop you from voting for your president. They can't stop your mammoth turnout at the polls in October. So they have created crafty means to prevent your support for the president. That simple means is they are buying your card and taking your card to leaders of the opposition. And then they have a chamber room where the cards are then destroyed. Do not allow anyone to buy your cards. Do not sell your cards. Every good thing in this country, under this government, is on that card. It is with that card your future will be transformed. Let me ask this question. First-time voters. Have President Weah not been elected as president in 2017? Will you have tuition-free learning at the UL?
No. No way, no way, no way. No way.
That policy of government has transformed lives. We'll use a microphone. That's more fun. That policy of the president has transformed
logical conversation.
So, if you have sold your car in 2017, you will not be able to elect this president. And if he had not gotten elected, he would not have been able to institute tuition-free process at the UL.
Yes.
Most of you were struggling to pay WAS fees. Are you now voting in as president? That will not be possible. So do not sell your car for $1 or a cent. And by that becomes Esau in the story biblically between twins, where a twin was hungry and would not thought of the present. And being myopic, he saw his future for a bowl of soup. So you cannot be Esau. No matter how much is offered, do not sell your voter registration cards. And anyone coming to you and promising you lots of sums to buy your cards, report them to the police. That person is a criminal. They are trying to create a stalemate in your future. They are trying to stifle your progress and deny you the choice of your presidency. So do not sell your card for any reason, because your card is gold and your card is our future. From the 21st of April to 11 May, the other counties will begin the voter registration exercise. I'm calling on every country involved within this schedule to take very seriously the registration process. Whether you are on your farm, leave your farmland, find the nearest registration center and get registered. Do not wait until it's late. Do not wait until the deadline passes. Go get registered and fulfill a basic civil responsibility. Those in the villages, in the cities and towns, during this period, do everything possible to get registered, to vote. CDCians in urban areas, once the process climaxes, reach out to rural areas and help others also get registered to vote. Create awareness.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Leave your comfort zone. Help someone get registered. Go back to your respected villages and towns and help your siblings get registered. It's important. Unless you are registered, you won't be able to vote. So let's prioritize our process. Having said that, a few days ago, is that 2 days? There was a signing of the Farmington River Declaration against elections violence. The party facilitated that process, helped to craft that document, thanks to President Sally here, the most running chairperson and others, who were regularly at the UN headquarters in helping to craft that important document that became the pillar of non-violence during these elections. It was signed by our standard bearer and our dear President, Dr. George Weah. Wow. Meaning it is a responsibility upon every member of the party to observe the Farmington River Declaration against election violence. The party maintains absolute zero tolerance against violence. Any member of the party caught in violence actions or that takes the law into his or own hands will not be supported by this party. The CDC is a non-violent democratic political institution that supports that Farmington River Accord signed by the President and will uphold its dictates. As we've always said to you, continue to be peaceful. Do not be drawn into violent related activities. Walk away from violence and be peaceful. Oftentimes, those that are violent are the ones that are losing. They are the losers. Don't join them. Do not be provoked. As I've always said, whenever your right cheek is slapped, you must unnecessarily do what? Turn the left. You are winning elections. You don't want to create distractions by embracing or responding to violent provocations. It is not necessary. I said one of my posts the other day, one who sells eggs in the market does not start a fight. You cannot be selling egg, then you go start fighting market. Because by the time that fighting escalate, that your egg they come and go. You'll be carrying broken eggs home. So we don't need that. That saying goes to encourage every citizen to remain peaceful, to accept to be drawn into violent provocation. The largest factors, the largest rhetorics, violent rhetorics, are the ones that have no other strategy but violent because they are losing. They are not doing anything constructive. They don't have campaign strategy, they don't have programs. This whole registration process, when was the last time you saw people from outside having awareness? You don't even see it. Why are we doing awareness? They are going to Supreme Court. You can't win election in court. Except if you think that you go there, and we don't cheat. Because we are the only political party that has lost serious by-elections in our strongholds. They were free and fair. So we are a party that believe in free speech, in good governance, free and fair elections. And this election, we are prepared for it. We are going to win this election because we are prepared for it. We have the numbers to win it, and we'll win it in the first round. Hello? Hi. It is only a stupid person that falls in the same place twice. For you to be falling in one place, two down, and then you got a problem. So you can't beat us in much water again. We have done our homework. You will be defeated resoundingly. You will be 12-10-1. You'll be politically subjugated. You'll be free and fair. And so the way forward is to make sure you are registered. Don't embrace violence. Don't be violent. Whenever you choose to do something violent, you do them favor. Because I want to win. Because they can't win. So they want everything to spoil. Those days when we used to play football, when you come football field and the way back now, and when the video until nowhere around, you just start grumble. The game scatter when you say, who be the man? I'll give you any confusion. Nobody won't. It was without any confusion. So you saw my ear, I was saying thank you and walk away from there. It's election free and fairly on the first ballot. Thank you very much. Long live the mighty coalition with democratic change. Long live His Excellency Dr. George Manuel Weah. Long live! Thank you.
DJ. Let me listen, DJ.